What's up, peeps? Nick Battle, aka Ninos Corner, man. First off, you like this content that is coming your way, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, get all my notifications here for the channel, folks. And if you're listening to this on a podcast streaming platform, Spotify, Stitcher, Breaker, Google Play, anything where there's a streaming, podcast platform, like, comment, subscribe, and share. But folks, first off, guys, we're going to talk about why I truly believe Texas will be better for the 2023 season here for football. We got a lot of variables that are in Texas's favor, in my opinion. So I'll go ahead and talk about that here for a couple minutes. But folks, first off, let's get into our sponsors. Support for the Ninos Corner podcast is brought to you by BetUS.com, folks. Go to BetUS.com, get yourself a 125% sign-up bonus using the promo code Ninos Corner. Again, folks, go to BetUS.com and get yourself a 125% sign-up bonus. Folks, that is free money using the promo code Ninos Corner at BetUS.com. So, folks, our second sponsor is going to be by none other than Manscaped. So, folks, go to Manscaped.com, get yourself 20% off and free worldwide shipping using the promo code Ninos Corner. Again, get yourself 20% off and free worldwide shipping using the promo code Ninos Corner at Manscaped.com. But folks, we are here to talk about why I believe Texas is going to be better in the 2023 football season. So what I will say is, yes, people are going to say, well, Nino, we lost Bijan Robinson, Doak Walker, award winner, possible first-round draft pick. Yes, we lost him. Yes, we lost Rojo, team leader. Lost all of that. Yes, we lost Anthony Cook. I totally get it, folks. We lost Anthony Cook. One of our signal callers there in the secondary. We lost to Sean Jamison. Yes, understand that. Yes, we lost to Keandre Coburn. Understand that. We lost Overshawn. Yes, we're losing a lot of players, a lot of depth. But why do I believe that this 2023 class this 2023 season is going to be better than the previous season here for Texas? As we understand, Texas went 8-4 this year in the regular season, 8-5, including the bowl game. In those 4 losses, Texas could have easily won 2 or 3 of those and definitely been at 10-2, 11-1. Definitely understand that. But what I want to say about this 2023 team is that, yes, we lost Bijan Robinson. Yes, we did lose Roschon Johnson. However, Jonathan Brooks is nobody to sleep on. Cedric Baxter, even though he's a true freshman, he's nobody to sleep on. Jaden Blue was the number 1 running back in the country prior to him, skipping his senior season to get ready to come and play at Texas. So we have the, Jonathan Blue one season, the best running back in the state. Jaden Blue, the best running back in the nation. And then this year we have Cedric Baxter, best running back in the nation. Are they Bijan? We don't know. Probably not. Who knows? But what I do know about this Texas team is that this Texas offensive line is going to be better than what Bijan has had to run behind his 3 years here at Texas. Texas is returning 10 of their 11 starters on offense, and to have basically returning all of their offensive line talent that they had last year. And mind you, folks, some of those folks that were starting this year in the line might not be starting in 2023. That's how deep this Texas offensive line is. Now, with the reassurance that Christian Jones is actually coming back here for the 2023 season, Texas has a great problem here, on the line. Does Christian Jones bump in the guard and, play guard where a lot of people think that is where he's best suited for in the NFL? Or does he stay at right tackle? Those are good problems to have, folks. If he does bump down to a guard position, we have a guy who's been there for quite some time, a guy who understands the system. This will be his 3rd year in Sark's system, his 3rd year being coached by Cal Flood, one of the best offensive line coaches in the, college football, if not the best. So if you move a Christian Jones to a guard position, that lets you have a left tackle of Kelvin Banks, one of the guards being Christian Jones, and then one of the guards being a basically a fight or a toss-up between Hayden Connor, Cole Hudson, and DJ Campbell. A lot of people are very eager to see DJ Campbell play because he was a 5-star, one of the top 15 players here in the country, coming out of high school, but he didn't come in the spring ball. And Cole Hudson did, and that pretty much assured that he was the starter because he got those extra reps. Now Cole Hudson has a torn labrum, or he's injured. I'm not, exactly sure what the true injury is, but I heard it was a torn labrum, so he's going to miss the spring ball. that which is going to give DJ Campbell an opportunity to step up and show that he is one of those guys who should be considered for one of those starting guard positions. Now, the wild card here is Hayden Connor, who was the starting left guard last year. So let's say if Christian Jones bumps into the guard position, where does that leave Hayden Connor? A lot of people project Hayden Connor as a great right tackle or a really good right tackle. And if that happens, you have Hayden Connor fighting it out with Big Cam Williams from Duncanville High School, who will be either a redshirt freshman or a true sophomore this year. But you'll have him competing for time with Big Cam Williams. Folks, these are good problems to have. Let's say Hayden Connor doesn't win the job. Then guess what? Our swing tackle / guard, our next man up, has over 13 to 15 games starting in the Big 12, starting for a team that went 8-4 in the regular season. And so you have a better offensive line than what we've had here in the past. That's why I think Jonathan Brooks and Cedric Baxter and these guys are going to have a better opportunity to put up better stats than what Bijan did. I'm not saying that they're going to put up better stats. They have a better opportunity because their offensive line's better. One other reason why I think that this Texas team is going to be better, especially on the offense side of the ball, is getting a guy like Isaiah Nayer back. Isaiah Nayer was injured towards ACL last year, which basically prompted Xavier Worthy to have to be the deep ball guy. And we all understand that Nayer was going to be that deep ball threat here for Texas. And so with Nayer being a deep ball threat, it was going to give the opportunity for Xavier Worthy to do what he does best, and that's catch the ball and run with the ball instead of having to track a ball and go deep for a ball and things of that nature. He's best in an intermediate range where he can catch the ball and use his straight up speed and his vision to make things happen, basically yards after the catch. This is going to open up this for Xavier Worthy immensely, having a guy like Nayer back. And then also having a guy like Jordan Whittington back as well, since he said that he's coming back to Texas. Now you have a very veteran wide receiver room, Nayer, Jordan Whittington, Xavier Worthy, Brennan Thompson, who's a speedster, 10, 200-meter guy, Savion Red. And then you put guys like Jonte Cook, guys like Ryan Niblett, DeAndre Moore. And you see where I'm going here, guys. We got a very deep wide receiver room. Casey Kane there as well with some experience. Now, that's just the wide receiver position. Let's talk about the tight end position. JT Sanders, best tight end, I think, in the Big 12, one of the best in the nation. Probably only going to be here one more year. So when you see a guy like JT Sanders have a breakout year this year, folks, just think what he's going to do with more time being a true tight end, blocking. I think Texas is going to use him hopefully in an H-back role as well. Just put him on the field and let him ball. Tight ends, put him out wide, which is what Texas did. Put him in the backfield to be like a H-back to block for whoever's going to be running the ball sometimes. Make him your chess piece. Sark said that the most important person in his offense, one of the most important pieces in his offense is the tight end position, and he has a true playmaker and a game changer in JT Sanders from that. And last but not least, Quinn Ewers, folks. One thing that I do love about Quinn Ewers is that even though he had a pretty rough season this year, we saw the light switch kind of turn on there in that bowl game. He looked very good in that bowl game. Could have had 460, almost 500 yards, if it wasn't for some drops. But Quinn having a season where he wasn't yanked, he wasn't pulled, which I think was kind of a discredit to Hudson Card in his first year starting. Just let him play. Let him get it all, just all out of his system. But Quinn got to get all of it out of his system. He got to understand the ups and downs of a game. He got to understand that this game is a lot faster than what he's used to at the high school level. So I think Quinn's going to be a much better player this year. And also having a guy like Malik Murphy, who's probably a film rat as well, Jim Rat as well, Arch Manning, who people are raving about already, saying he's already breaking down film and in the playbook. This is only going to make Quinn Ewers that much better because he understands that the guys behind him are just as talented as him and want it just as much as he does too. So that's why I think this Texas offense is going to be light years better this year. It starts off in the trenches. The trenches are going to be better. It's going to be one of the better offensive lines that any running back has had to run behind. There are no kidding 3 to 4 NFL prospects on that line right now. If there's a starting lineup of Banks, Campbell, Hudson, Jones, Hayden Connor, Jake Majors, is any combination of those 6 guys, there's 3 to 4 guys that are going to play in the league that should get drafted. So much better offensive line talent than what Bijan had to run behind and what Rojo, had to run behind. Now, guys, if you flip this to the defensive side of the ball, you say, well, Nino, we lost Anthony Cook. You're one of the smarter players here in the defense, one of the more versatile players. Played cornerback his first couple years, moved over to the nickel, then played safety. Yes, Anthony Cook's is a great player who's going to play on Sundays, either drafted in the late rounds or undrafted free agent. He's a very versatile player, very good player. Showed his grit this year too with a broken forearm. But guys, we just got Jalen Catalon. And Catalan was a first-team All-SEC guy, so redshirt freshman. He just played by injuries. If his injury is completely fixed and healed with that shoulder, we've upgraded that to safety position, and that is no knock to Anthony Cook. That is no knock to Anthony Cook. That just shows the greatness of Jalen Catalan playing at Arkansas. We all know he wanted to be a Longhorn anyway. But, yes, we are losing Overshawn. Totally get it. But the linebacker depth that we have brought here, and hopefully, this is one of the problems that Texas has had, is that we've had to constantly depend on freshmen to save us, in this program, constantly moving players around from DB to linebacker, moving them back to DB. I mean, just doing so many different things. We have Jalen Ford, who is a third team, All-American this year, first team All Big 12. Great linebacker play. Should have won the best linebacker, award here for college football, but I won't say anything about that. And also probably should have won the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, but it is what it is. You get Jalen Ford coming back, and then you couple him with either, Anthony Hill, LaFau, Samaje Burrell, Benda. Man, we got some dogs coming in, so they can learn. And folks, a lot of these guys are coming here in the spring. They're coming here in the spring. I know Anthony Hill is coming here in the spring. A lot of these guys are here in the spring. They're going to be able to learn the whole program. They're not going to be freshmen in the fall. Secondary, folks, we already talked about Jalen Catalan. At the cornerback position, Terrence Brooks. The transfer from Wake Forest, Gavin Holmes, as well. So we got a lot of secondary pieces there that are going to work out well. Defensive line, Coburn. I think we're very deep at the defensive line. Tavonde Sweat, Byron Murphy, Broughton, and then bringing in a true freshman in Sadir Mitchell, who also I think is an early enrollee, who's a big guy, one of those guys who is coveted by every big-time school here in the country. Sadir Mitchell, 345 pounds, 6'6" guy. So, guys, I'm very intrigued. I'm very excited about what this team could be here for the 2023 season. One other thing that I want to talk about here, with the trenches here for the offensive side of the ball. I want to talk about, yes, we got a lot of depth there on the line, especially from that 2022 class. Now these guys are going to be sophomores. But just looking at the growth and the maturation process of these guys that are coming in from the 2023 class too as well. These big humans, the Connor Strohs, the Peyton Kirklands, the Andre Kojos, the Chapmans, the Goosebys, and I'm missing one, folks. I'm missing one. I don't know who I'm missing, but we got a lot of good talent here on that offensive line, folks. And it's going to be great to see these guys push each other to make sure that this line is going to be one of the better lines that we've seen here over the last decade. But, folks, that is why I think the 2023 season is going to be much better here for Texas than the 2022 season was. We're going to expand upon going 8-4. I think we're going to be in that 9 to 10 range a season this year, if not more. And I think Texas has a great shot to do that and win the Big 12 before going off and bolting to the SEC and competing there as well. But on that note, folks, man, give me a comment, like, subscribe, share. Don't be afraid to fail out, grow your environment, understand your brilliance. Tell me what you think about this analysis and tell me what you think the Texas 2023 season is going to look like. Hook 'em. Horns always up.